Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. All praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Waharakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS for teaching us this truth. Peace and salutations to the elect out there that's spreading this word of sincerity and in truth. Gone. I want to go into this topic concerning what happened today. I was driving, and what I saw was this tall dude, kinda overweight, but he had this long jacket on from Fila, and then he had this New Era cap backwards, but he looked like a straight up Edomite. Well, while I'm saying this, my spirit tries to correct itself, because basically when I saw him walk, I didn't feel like it was an Edomite. We have plenty of examples of how an Edomite looks and what an Edomite does and how he walks and things like that. And when I saw him walking, I didn't have the feeling like this is a cracker, man. So I observed him, and he even had that Jake walk. Of course, the thought came through my mind like, Edomites trying to imitate us. But still, I was looking and I was like, man, this dude is a Jake, man. He had the full beard, cap backwards, long, fila jacket on. The sneakers was right. And basically, when you understand this truth and when you see not like man see it, that spirit will change, man. That, because he has so-called no pigment, so to speak, or melanin, he's a cracker, he's a Edomite. We all know the example of what's this dude's name? The basketball player, I forgot his name. His son. Yeah, you can also say Stephen Curry, but I'm actually looking for the other one. His name is on the tip of my tongue, man. Slakia, man, I forgot. Maybe I will come on it in a minute. But I want to head into another direction, man. Carmelo Anthony. You see? This is Carmelo Anthony. Many of you Jakes out there in America probably know him. It's a street basketball player who grew up to become, an NBA star until they, wanted his ass out of there. And I grew up, checking this dude, playing with him on the NBA street, PlayStation game. Playing as Carmelo Anthony was dope, because yeah, he was kind of the shortest guy in the game, even though he's 2 meters tall. But I know many Jakes out there in America, many Israelites out there in America, even the Israelites that say only the Negroes are Israelites, claim him to be a so-called Negro. They claim that this guy is an Israelite, and then they claim that Latinos ain't no Israelites. Well, guess what? Carmelo Anthony is a Latino, man. Carmelo Anthony is a Puerto Rican. which we know that that is the tribe of Ephraim, the head of the northern tribes, son of Joseph. But you know, if he didn't come out with the information that his father is a Puerto Rican, which he never knew, then you would have thought that he was just, an American Negro, which his mother is an American Negro. But we all know that the lineage is decided by the seed of the father. So I came out of another perspective, just to make sense to certain people that look at so-called white people as Edomites all the time. Like, you gotta look at the spirit. If you look at this dude, and only because he is has melanin, and say, yeah, he's an Israelite, he's a Negro, yeah, and then when you get questioned, you say, yeah, but look at his skills. He has the spirit of Jake. Okay, so what if I take away his melanin right now? Would you say the same thing? Probably not. So what if I tell you that he is a Latino? Would you think the same way about him now? You know? Because now basically his background information changed, and he got a lot of people out there, they buck up to the fact that Negroes, that Latinos and Native Americans are Israelites, man. Just because they got the title Latino, or they got the title Native American. You know, if it was not, if it was up to you, you would call this guy a Judite, man. You would call this guy a Negro only because his mother is one. But he's a Ephraimite, man. So what about that now? He's a Latino, so he's not an Israelite then? With the talent that he has, he's not the Israelite. You know, this is Acts chapter 15 and 18. Known unto Yahweh are all his works from the beginning of the world. So it doesn't matter what y'all guys think eventually, that some people might look like crackers, some people might look like um, um, Chinese people. Some people might look like Ethiopians or Somalians even, man. Hey, the brother GMS Indignation for Heathens Holland, he brought out a beautiful video about Somalis, the Somalian tribes, that there's a tribe in between them that does not get mentioned, because the other Somalian tribes say, yeah, we don't consider them as a part of us because they are Hebrew Israelites, you know. So we are scattered all over the world, and we might not look like Wesley Snipes all the time, man. But as soon as you look like Wesley Snipes, or you look like a dark-skinned Negro, but then it seems that you are a Latino, then how you respond to that? How you gonna react on that? That's supposed to be the same reaction then. So now, you dummies out there that say Latinos ain't no Israelites, you need to ask Carmelo Anthony out then, because he's a Puerto Rican, man. Then you gotta ask him out now. You gotta say, and you gotta teach people, like, listen, this man is not an Israelite because his lineage goes back to Puerto Rico. Bring that out then, you know. But you dummies out there, that come with all these bugged out breakdowns, y'all don't know shit, man. That's why I'm coming in a different way now in this video, because I grew up with Carmelo Anthony, man, and many people grew up with them. You had the generation of his time, Kobe Bryant, Carmelo Anthony, what is this? Paul Pierce, you know, that was that era. So many Jakes that also teach this truth now and say Latinos ain't no Israelites, they saw him grow up. They saw him, do his thing. So that's why I pulled him as an example. Because what you gonna say now? He's not an Israelite? Because he's a Puerto Rican? His father's a Puerto Rican? No, man. You gotta stop that nonsense. Because it clearly looks that y'all people are lactose intolerant, man. Y'all choking on the milk. Understanding that not all Israelites are gonna look like Wesley Snipes is an easy thing, man. That's milk. But clearly y'all are lactose intolerant, man. This is Hosea chapter 5 verse 3. I know Ephraim, and Israel is not hid from me. For now, O Ephraim, thou committest whoredom, and Israel is defiled. So I know Ephraim, and Israel is not hid from me. So not only Ephraim, which are the so-called Puerto Ricans, but Israel. When often when it refers to Ephraim, it refers to all the northern tribes, man. Which the northern tribes consist of the Latinos and the Native Americans. Which between those Latinos, you have so-called they put the title Afro Latinos upon them. Why did they put the title Afro Latino upon them? Because you have certain Latinos that still have that still look like so-called Negroes. So according to these Baghdad dudes out there that teach this nonsense, this is supposed to be a heathen then. Come on, man. This is supposed to be a heathen then. You got Afro Latinos and you got light Latinos. That's why the scripture says Latinas, Latinos, whatever. That's why the scripture says, let me show you. Hosea chapter 7 verse 8. Ephraim, he had mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. Let me show you what a cake not turned is, man. Because I'm showing you a different type of Puerto Ricans. But do you see what the cake not turned is? You have certain people that look like the cake that is not turned, and certain people that look like the cake that is turned. But a lot of people don't understand that. Like you see here also, different shades of brown, man. Those are our people. Those are our people, man. And now they affiliate themselves with Africa, of course. But where were we before Africa, man? What does it mean to be Afro-Latino? That means you're a Hebrew Israelite, man. That means you're a Hebrew Israelite. So these females ain't no Jakes, right? Only because they come from another country. They are from different tribes, man. Not all the tribes consist of the American Negroes, man. That's just total nonsense, man. It's kind of funny. We was, talking about the basketball players. It's no. Let me read this thing real quick because I don't know who these dudes are. Maybe it's not of my time. Yeah, 1997, 1998. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to drift off. Yeah, it's not really a clear article. So I'm going to skip that. But like it says, Ephraim, he had mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. So Ephraim comes in different shades of brown. But not only Ephraim, the whole nation of Israel comes in different shades of brown, man. You know, but like the scripture says, the Most High does not look like how people look. The ways, the Most High, His works are known unto Him, man. First Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart. You see? So the Most High does not look like that, man. The Most High does not look at um at the outward appearance. The Most High looks at the heart, which the heart goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which means spirit, man. So the Most High's works are known unto him from the foundation of the earth. So the spirits that he created to be Israelites, he knows them. Sirach chapter 11 verse 2, command not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. You see? And if you go into the word abhor, we can do it, there's no problem. The word abhor. Abhor. To detest. To detest, I gotta make it quick. I see the storage is almost full. To abhor, to loathe, to regard with extreme dislike. It goes into avoid also. So don't X out people only because they look different, man. You know, don't X out people because they are so-called Latino or because they have no melanin, you know. Sirach 11 and 2, command not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. You know, don't X someone out. Don't say like, yeah, he's not an Israelite, because he might just be, man. And then you basically condemning yourself because, hey, you're not being brotherly towards a person that sincerely wants to learn more and that sincerely wants to come into this truth, being under Yahweh Shai and the ordinances thereof, you know. So the last scripture is Matthew chapter 10 verse 30. Matthew chapter 10 verse 30, but the very hairs of your head are all numbered. So here it is, we have hair on our heads, but we don't even know the number of the hairs that we have on our head. But the Most High knows it. So if the Most High knows the hairs upon our head, he knows the people that he gave the spirit of an Israelite. You know, because we are housing this body, which the word house goes back to the word bodik, which means body. You know, so our spirit are just in this house, which is this body, you know, but the spirit is really what the Most High gave to us, and that is appointed to a certain lineage, to a certain race, and the Most High knows it. And if you don't know it, then that's your problem, man. You know, but we bringing out this truth, we bringing out the correct doctrine, the correct things that happen to our people, which is us being scattered amongst the nations, us being mingled with the nations, and came out looking like the nations, but still we are the lineage of our father. We still are the seed of our fathers. And if our fathers go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, we are Israelites, man. So with that, I'm going to say, Kal Alayim Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Shalom.